We're going to beat this case in this video, I swear to God. I'm assure you it will be. The end is almost nigh. We just...
Are you sure about that?
Shut up, John Cena!
Holy shit, woman!
Sadly, your logic has a gaping hole in it.
Oh, like the gaping hole you caused in someone's chest?
Damn it, you stole my line.
Hello, everybody! We're finishing this case in this video. 100%. This, if somehow we don't finish this case in this video, we have we have issues.
We finished the case, but we didn't finish the there's a rhythm to it. There's the case starts, there's oh no, there's a case, and that sometimes goes on for a few episodes, and then you get to the trial, that goes on for a few, and then sometimes it goes, oh no, we're not done with the trial, let's go investigate. That takes a little while, and then you get back to the trial, and then by the time it's all done, it's like, okay, we've done it, we've beaten the trial, and then the game's like, okay, but what if there was more dialogue after the trial?
There's quite a lot.
I'm gonna be real with you, I zoned out in the middle of that.
There's quite a lot of dialogue at the post-trial, I'll tell you that. Anyway, Professor, what a splendid outcome, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Congratulations, Professor Hairbrain.
Why are you upset now?
It's another hobo. Susato. I am truly deserve myself of gratitude. How can I ever thank you enough?
I'm just glad it's all been cleared up. That you realize you were just caught up in a bad situation.
Right now, you know, if I had the research grant money, I'd give the whole lot to you, every penny.
Well, that's very kind, but I'm just a student, so no, you should get paid for this. No,
Susato.
Susato, no!
We don't need any financial reward. It's amazing we're still in business. Your acquittal is more than enough. That's not enough to pay the bills, though, Mrs. Naruhodo, so go get a second job. Oh dear. Oh, what could I... How about this? As Momento, there are people about my hypothesis is inside.
Why is it so slow?
Also, why does it look like a coloring book?
Well, just as a memento then. Thank you.
I've been wondering, Professor. What are you going to do now?
Oh, mate, yes. What am I going to do?
You know, you could have made like I'm going to Disneyland Paris joke or something.
Well, I don't... First off, that doesn't exist yet. And second off, I mean, the Paris, the Disneyland Paris that would be in this time period was the Great Exhibition, and we all see how that went.
I'm going to Yensidland.
My hypothesis is a great machine lying in the ruins. But still, it's been too long since I was last in London, so perhaps I'll enjoy some sightseeing. I must explore the Great Exhibition the last time here too, and see if new inspiration hits me. So in other words, I guess I am going to Disneyland. Never mind.
This is Baroque.
I was going to say something, but Mr. Van Zees caught me off guard.
I mean, you would if you still want to.
Oh yes, that's a wonderful idea.
Not so fast, Star Fox.
Oh God.
I can't allow that.
It's not a hobo. Do you know what the Star Fox is?
No idea.
Don't worry about it.
Is it a star shaped like a fox?
Sure, why not? Let's go with that.
Lord Van Zeeks,
I'm fine with that.
what are you doing here? Hey, yo, he's in the defendant lobby. What?
Baruch!
I'm sorry you had to go through that, Albert.
Well, if I'm honest, it was terrifying. You were like a great demon on your bench there, hiding down on your prey.
You're one of the true.
He can't even say.
Wow, hard to say that.
One of the few true. The few true. All right. No, that tongue twisted me, actually. That actually tongue twisted me.
Words that Baruch rarely utters, and thus it is a struggle for him to say it.
Baruch's like, you're one of the few true.
I know, you want to send me to jail earlier, it's fine.
All right, Van Zeeks, you can do this. You're one of the few true. You're one of the few true friends I have. There we go, I said it that time.
Oh my god. We're so proud of you.
I couldn't leave it to anyone else to handle the prosecution. Or the defense.
Ayo? He trusts us? Ayo? Does that mean you trust us?
What?
Hold on, what? Sorry? Or the defense? Did I just hear that right? Did we go up a social link? With Baruch? Hello? Wait a minute.
I always knew you had my best interests at heart. Don't worry. How about you show me around what I'm here in town? It's been a long time since we left university. We have a lot to catch up on.
Listen, Albert. In a few days, your acquittal will be made official. When that happens, you must head straight to Dover. I'll accompany you.
What?
From there, you'll cross the channel and make your way back to Germany. I've already purchased the tickets.
But no! Hold on a minute, Baruch! What about the great exhibition? This is the chance of a lifetime for me. I want to look around.
No. No sightseeing, Albert. Give up on the idea.
Sometimes it's hard to see any warmth in those eyes, Baruch.
Lord Van Zeeks. What's all this about?
A necessary precaution.
Yes, I think I understand.
You do?
Well, Alice told me that when you met Lord Van Zeeks at his office some days ago, he asked how Mr. Natsume was doing.
Yeah, that's right. I remember being surprised at the time. I think it was nice of him to ask.
The point is, Mr. Natsume is still alive and well. Even though it's been more than 6 months now since he stood trial of the Reaper as the prosecutor.
Okay, I'm just imagining a situation where, they check if he's alive, they explain everything, and then he starts panicking again. The idea of this trial. Like, oh no, he's still out to get me.
Oh, you mean the Reaper's influence doesn't stretch overseas?
Those in the Reaper's sights meet their ends days or sometimes months after their acquittal. That's been the pattern up to now.
I mean, Gina's still okay and she's still here.
That's been the pattern up till now.
But of course, we know that both Mr. Natsume and Gina were completely innocent.
So,
True.
Hairbrain should be fine because he is technically innocent, right? Oh, I mean, I get Van Zeek's concern though.
And perhaps that governs the Reaper's actions. The truly innocent are spared. But I don't want to take any chances with a close personal friend.
But look!
Oh.
Like the mustache Nipponese. This man should leave the country without delay. That's why I'm packing him off to Germany at once.
Right. Does your friend-shaped package get any safer?
No.
Goodness, was this your intention all along then, Lord Van Zeeks?
In court, where people think of him as the Reaper, this man seems absolutely merciless. And yet, sometimes I feel as though I don't understand him at all.
I think he's saddled with many unnecessary feelings.
Time to go, Albert. Back to the prison for the time being.
Ah, yes, alright. Then, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you very so much for anything.
Not at all, Professor. It was a pleasure getting to know you.
Best wishes, Professor Hairday. Then, once the dust here is settled, you must come and visit me in Germany. Anyway, goodbye for now.
Bye! Oh, he's still here.
Now, my Nipponese friend.
Huh? Yes! I thought you'd gone too.
We have matters to discuss. Can you spare me some time?
Wait, we do? You want to talk with me?
Yes, that thing we do with our mouths. I'm sure you have that at Nippon as well.
Yes, but it's you wanting to talk to me.
I'll be waiting in the courtroom in 10 minutes.
Okay. Sure, just don't tell me. That's fine. Well, that was strange. For some reason, I didn't get that sense of impending doom as he walked away this time.
Friendship.
I was just about to say, if there's a freaking to be continued down there, I'm gonna scream.
No. I'm telling you right now, it's a very the post case for this one is very long for a reason.
I know, that sounds gonna be like there's a to be continued in the post case.
I would legitimately laugh if it said to be continued right now.
The Enigma, Baroque Van Zeeks. What does he want to discuss, I wonder? The answer awaits in the courtroom, I suppose. Here goes, then.
To be continued. Do it. Do it. Do it. Damn it!
No, you get clockwork here.
24th October, 4:58 p.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. With just us and the statue. Okay.
No, wait, no one put this back? Hang on a second. Yo, hold up a second.
I guess it's just there.
It's just there.
Also, can we talk about, is it 4:58 and this trial started like, I don't know, 9? Did they get lunch? Did they get food? Or are they...
What's a recess?
The hell's a lunch?
I mean, I know Baroque gets all his wine. I don't think that's a good substitute, but at least he's getting something.
Not a substitute, but I mean, people say coffee is a substitute for a meal, so I don't know, man. So, are you satisfied? You saved a guileless scientist from a great injustice.
Yes. I think so. I'm relieved, at least, that the man's innocence could be proven.
Anyway, I imagine you've been wondering where my animosity towards you Nipponese comes from.
Oh dang, we went up several social links? Well, at first I thought you just didn't like me. I imagine you saw me as a pretentious child from an unimportant land who had no business being here. But now I think differently. You clearly know our ways, so I would guess that some specific incident led to your thorough dislike of my race. Will you tell me what happened, please?
The Professor. I thought I'd never hear that name in this courtroom again, to be honest.
He He took your brother's life.
Clint. My brother was Clint Van Six. 16 years ago, when I was still just in my teens. He was already the director of prosecutions, and a key member of the judiciary. I looked up to him. He was everything I aspired to be. He was involved in the establishment of justice systems in foreign countries as well. There were exchange programs between Britain and other nations then too, to share knowledge and ideas. As part of one of those programs, 3 judicial students came to Britain from your homeland, the Empire of Japan.
Oh! It was 16 years ago then. One of them could have been my father.
Of course, I remember Dr. Mikotoba well.
Okay, hold up. Time out for a quick sec. Wait, 16 years ago, but Susato's 16. What? Did she get born and then her dad was like, "Okay, honey, I'm going off to Britain now"?
Hold up. Hang on. Are you? No. This is easily explainable. You know, he got the news, shared him with his wife, and it was like, okay, you know what? We're doing this now. In case anything happens, we're doing this now.
Yeah, you're gonna find out in a little bit. You'll find out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into that detail. Anyway.
Well, Susato, you're right.
Like, you're going
You're
going overseas? I'm making sure a part of you stays behind. That's it. That's what his wife was thinking.
I don't like the way that was phrased, but okay.
No, don't think about it.
Okay.
Don't think about it.
I'm just grinning and putting my hands to my face right now because I know the truth, and it's just like listening to you guys theorizing, and I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, I'm not so much theorizing as I'm just like this is a pretty common, like, someone goes out to war kind of mentality, and
yeah.
Obviously not the same, but like it's not an unreasonable assumption, is what I'm saying.
Yes, going to war, study abroad, same thing.
So here's why I decided to wait for another video for this. We're already 15 minutes in and we're still not done with this case. Anyway.
I figured. Anyways, okay.
Like I said, you underestimate our ability to ramble and go off tangent.
I had no idea of our ability to ramble and go off tangent.
Oh, I absolutely had a good idea of our ability to ramble and go off tangent. I was a minor at the time, training at the prosecutor's office, when I had a strong idea of our ability to ramble and go off tangents. One day, Clint introduced me to the 3 visiting Nipponese.
So, you've actually met my father?
He and his colleagues were polite and amicable. They were adept at their work and exacting in their standards. It was my first encounter with the Nipponese spirit, and it made a very great first impression upon me. But 6 years later, that's when it happened. The investigation was going nowhere. There were no suspects even, just an ever-growing list of victims. And in the end, my brother became one of them. The last, in fact, before the case was finally resolved.
I'm so sorry, Lord Van Zeeks. Truly.
Clint was always ready to put his life on the line for justice anyway. So he wouldn't have wanted it any other way. I'm sorry, I haven't had my wine.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his life to the killer, but it was his victory in the end. For me personally, though, it was a great loss. I found myself in a very dark place indeed. When I finally found out the killer's identity, the reason why no one had been able to catch the man sooner ceased to be such a mystery. He'd been hiding in plain sight all the time.
In plain sight?
Are you aware of political events 10 years ago? It was a period of extremely sensitive diplomacy between the British and Japanese empires.
A new treaty was being forged, I think.
Correct. The Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation was being concluded. The leaders of both countries were deep in extensive political discussions. Which is why this particular killer's appearance in court was conducted as a closed trial. If the British public had known the identity of the killer, not only would the treaty have been in jeopardy, our two nations could very well have ended up at war.
What? A war? Between Britain and Japan?
But that would mean... Oh my! You mean to say the professor was...
No one told them about World War II.
Or
No
World War
one
at this
tell-
point.
World War One didn't even happen yet.
No, but were they opponents in World War One, or was it World War Two?
Japan was even involved in World War One.
There's a history I can give about that, but that's a long story. So
Well, Japan
let's-
did have involvement in World War One. I just don't know, like, if their involvement was central
I think they were allies. No, I think they were allies in World War One. Yeah,
they would have been allies in World War One.
Yes.
Yeah.
it was World
All
War
I
II
know is
where
they took
went
some
against each
islands.
other. Well, yeah, because that was like kind of a reward for winning. Or something along that line. But anyway, let's try to finish this case. But also, I think we're about to get voice lines, so you guys can just kind of chill. Yes, you can just chill here.
When the trial reached its conclusion earlier, I thought to myself, yes, it's time.
Do I have to still hit this? Yes, I do.
Time for you to come face to face with this hideous monster. I borrowed the key for the mask from the proprietress of the Waxwork Museum. So see for yourselves now. Confirm it with your own eyes. The truth that's been hidden this past decade.
That's the professor?
Yes, that's him.
Until now, the thought never even crossed my mind. That the mass murderer, whose crimes shook Britain as never before, was Japanese.
The twist!
Wait a minute. That face. I feel as though I've seen it somewhere. It's strangely familiar.
Azuma!
Hello, sir.
Father.
What? Father? Kazuma! My best friend, Kazuma Asogi. After a whole year, finally his memories returned.
Let's not ask about how he survived or anything.
That'll come later.
As he stood there before me,
He doesn't have the freaking headband, but he's still there's some weird breeze still blowing.
But
He has the ascot now. His headband's the ascot.
it's called a cravat,
Yeah.
Same thing.
and it's also blowing.
Yeah. That warm breeze is still there. Oh god, I'm in tears again.
Inosuke, what's on your shoulder?
hello again.
It's you.
My friend.
Kazuma-sama!
You Judicial Assistant Mikotoba. It's been a very long road. Thank you. Thank you for guiding my friend here when I could not.
It was an honor.
I knew you wouldn't die that easily. Kazuma.
You got a new sword, too.
I owe you thanks, too. For taking good care of that in my absence.
Oh.
Well, now he's gonna have two.
Dual wielding!
Do we want to give this man two swords,
Karuma.
though?
The great blade of the Asogi clan. Passed down through the generations. When we left Japan, this sword was at my friend's side. The Japanese man's katana is his soul, and he couldn't be parted from it. But then, when the incident happened, it was Susato-san's wish that I inherit the sword, and I've kept it with me ever since, along with my memories of the friendship we shared. With this by my side, I always felt that you were watching over me somehow.
Where'd the other sword go?
Don't worry about it.
It's still there. You just can't see
I've
it.
made it. At last. Father.
Are you saying... Surely not. You mean, you knew all this time? I'm looking at it, but I still can't believe it. This mass murderer is Kazuma's father.
Yeah, he just has a sword on each side now.
Oh, okay. Where's Sanzeeks?
Kazuma-sama.
I'm drinking.
That's the meme. Like, this whole scene is going on, and like Baroque is just nowhere to be seen all of a sudden.
No. He's just chilling. He's drinking. He's like, oh, no. I'm enjoying the show.
The running joke that I like to think that's going on is that as soon as we realize it was Kazuma, they just went into Japanese, and Baroque's just standing there like, what the frick? Because he doesn't understand anything that's being said.
You're just like, wait, okay, now you slice the wax figure. Wait, what did that do with anything?
I just think it's funny when you think of it that way. They're just saying stuff in Japanese the whole time.
We have much to talk about, but now is not the time.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I cannot wait for the dub of this.
I'll be seeing you.
Yeah, we definitely can't talk about it now. We got like about 2 minutes left in this video. Oh.
That's all Kazuma said. Before he turned and left us there, in the courtroom.
No hugs!
You guys gonna clean up the evidence there, or?
And there he is!
That was wonderful. 10 out of 10. I really just cannot wait till we get the official translation for that.
You were the one who unlocked the mask, and you were standing right there. And then the moment after your buddy there kind of freaked out and took his mask off, then you were just like, "Where did you go? Were you still standing there the whole time, or did you?"
I was up in the rafters drinking.
Okay,
I'm telling you, I was enjoying the show. I cannot wait for the dub.
It's okay. I might have stepped away for a moment, but that was because I needed a tissue. Anyway.
So he's the living after image of the man who took my brother's life, is he?
You know, that's the funny twist. That's the funny twist, isn't it? He was the apprentice to the man who lost his brother to the father. What a twist! What are you up to there, Strongheart? You're the one who assigned him to Baroque. Hold on a minute. Yes, Kazuma Asogi, my best friend.
3 months ago, when Lord Strongheart introduced us, I had an inkling there was something there. Some connection.
But why did Lord Strongheart do that? Why did he make Kazuma Lord Van Zeek's apprentice? And when he was suffering amnesia, too.
The man was apprehended, even executed. But his legacy just won't die. That's the sad truth. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I thank you for meeting with me as I asked.
What was the big reveal with Mr. Apprentice part of the plan too, sir?
I will see you in the next dimension.
You know, Mr. Naruhodo, that was very good and all, but still, I kind of wish that this game had more budget, so that could have been an animated cutscene.
That would have been great.
I like the idea that he just like faded away, like he just like went to Snake Way.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I was talking about everything else before.
Okay. Alright, Capcom, where is it? Where is the Great Ace Attorney anime? Come on. Anyway.
10 years ago, my grandmother took me to the railway station. We were there to meet my father from the train. For me, it was the first time I'd ever seen him.
Poor Susato-san. All this is tied up with painful memories for her, too. She's never talked about this with me before, though.
I love how everyone is having, like, deep trauma about their family heritage, and Ryunosuke's just staying there. It's like, and I'm here, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
It took me time to adjust to having father around, but just when I was starting to get used to it, he called me into his study one day. He told me that a great friend of his had passed away in London, and that the friend had left behind a son. A boy, 7 years my senior. Father told me the boy had made a promise to his late father, so he was starting to become a defense lawyer. I wanted to help, so I studied to become a qualified judicial assistant. As I'm sure you've worked out, that young man's name was Kazuma Asogi. So you see, that's how he and I met.
For a brief moment, my great friend had returned, only to disappear again all too soon. But in that fleeting encounter, something stirred. Something that had been dormant for a long time. As if great wheels had been set in motion, I could almost hear them creaking into life. In some ways, it was the end of a chapter, but in many, it was the start of a new one.
That's how books work.
To be continued?
I swear, I just heard, like, something stirred within me. These unnecessary feelings.
Gee, Ryunosuke, why do you get two guys? He's got two boyfriends. He's got Baroque and a Kazuma. What is this? No. Okay. Well,
Karma!
Uh-huh.
Karma!
That's right, I never die!
Well, we'll start it. I gotta get Sholmes out of his outfit. I'll do that before we start before we actually get into the dialogues of stuff. We made it to case 4. We finally made it to case 4.
I'm proud of us.
Sholmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said. Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement.
That's a lot of redheads.
A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder. An executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant. And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow. For our adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot.
I'm just gonna put a note here. There may be some roll adjustments going through this now.
Okay.
Just some stuff that might have to get adjusted as we go. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Cosmo regaining his memory, we were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. The 1st of November, 10:24 a.m., Great Waterloo Hotel foyer. This is actually very fancy. And I'm going to not read that. We're going to stop there because we landed into case 4 at last. And I guess Professor Mikatoba is about to arrive from the looks of things, so we'll see him in the next video.
We finally did it. We are free of case 3.
I hope the bellboy from the first Phoenix Wright shows up.